Hi y'all. You might be wondering why I'm here instead of part of a gameplay background. Well, my friends and I are going to Comic-Con, and the four of us are staying in the hotel room, the same room. It's a pretty small room for the four of us. But yeah, Frank, Chelsea, and CJ are coming over. I don't know about Elliot though. That cute motherfucker decided to sit this one out. Jose and Megan might show up though. So cool. And I know you're wondering if this is just a stock background. You see, this is actually my fucking laptop. Suck my dick. I'm all alone, and I'm the one that checked in, which they kind of owe me $80. Enough about that, huh? We're going to Comic-Con. Let's talk about a comic book. Let's actually talk about the highest selling comic book of all time. X-Men #1.
So baby, so give me good love. So baby, so give me good love.
Essentially what this is X-Men Volume 2. This was part of the tail end of Chris Claremont's monumental 17-year run on X-Men and all of its books. It featured early art of Jim Lee, who also plotted the story with Claremont, and the inks of Scott Williams, and the letters of longtime X-Men letterer Tom Orzechowski, who would later go on to be the letterer for Spawn. So that's cool, really cool. The editor was Bob Harris, and he was a dickhead. He was so bad at his job that not only did Chris Claremont leave the X-Men books with X-Men #3, but he also made all of the best Marvel artists leave and form Image. And also Rob Liefeld. Including artists that he wasn't even editing because those two artists worked on fucking Spider-Man. It's kind of weird how most of my comic book videos have been connected to this. But yes, X-Men #1 sold 8 million copies. It is nothing like nowadays where selling 100,000 copies means it's a success. This was part of the speculator boom. Anyway, the comic. Jim Lee's artwork is beautiful. He was like Neil Adams for the 90s. The characters are expressive. The sequential storytelling is actually really, really good. And the characters look cool doing things. Unlike Rob Liefeld, why was he the one with the fucking Spike Lee commercial? The story, scripted by Claremont, is actually really good. Because Claremont had written X-Men for 16 fucking years before this, and therefore knows all of the characters like their family. We're actually going to go over the first 3 issues, because they're the ones Claremont wrote. Side note, issue 10's credits read like a fucking Spike Lee movie, and I think that's awesome. Like a Jim Lee joint? Holy shit. Anyway, issue 1. Issue 1 goes first. Jesus Christ. Look at this cover, man. Very cool for its time. And yet, it's just the X-Men getting ready to fucking kick Magneto's ass. Magneto looks like that Sonic Channel art of Shadow the Hedgehog. The story for issue 1 is about how Magneto, who had been the good guy for most of the 80s, was gaslit into becoming a villain once again by this group of mutants known as the Acolytes. And also Nick Fury is here for some reason. We are reintroduced to the X-Men. Professor Charles Xavier, Storm, Colossus, Gambit, Beast, Jean Grey, Rogue, Psylocke, Archangel, Cyclops, and my man, Wolverine. Some of them are in the Danger Room doing Danger Room things. Okay, Jesus Christ. I love Jim Lee's art. But this is very early Jim Lee. The posing here could use a little bit of work. Anyway, after Xavier calls upon the X-Men to see what Magneto's doing, Rogue tries to turn Magneto back into a good guy. Those fucking acolyte gaslighters worked on him. This panel right here, fucking wordy as hell. It's like an Archie Sonic reboot comic, but better. No diss towards Ian Flynn. But Jesus Christ. Yeah, Magneto wins, essentially. This splash page has plot points that never happened because both Claremont and Jim Lee left the book to do their own thing. Anyway, next issue. Magneto triumphant. No shit? Starts out like this. Splash page of Magneto talking about how the Acolytes bowed down to his cause and all that bullshit. I kind of miss when he was a good guy, to be honest. Wow, these Acolytes really like sexual harassment. Don't they? Much as I love Jim Lee's art in these 3 issues, I kind of hate this Nick Fury design he made. Especially that fucking headpiece. My favorite Nick Fury will forever be the Ultimate version. You know why. Anyway, after that horribly non-consensual kiss, Psylocke hears a ton of thoughts crashing through her head. I feel that all the time, to be honest. Magneto kidnaps some of the X-Men, and he fucks right back off to Asteroid M, his home. He also kicks Charles' ass at the end of the issue. Then some of the main X-Men say that they're joining Magneto, with Cyclops saying that he's the right man for this era. The ones that didn't join Magneto decide to head for Asteroid M to persuade Magneto to shut the fuck up. Issue 3. Stan Lee proudly presents, so I bet, Chris Claremont's final issue of X-Men, Fallout. The game's been rigged from the start. As Jean Grey's team of X-Men head to Asteroid M, Scott's team are assuming their new roles as part of the Acolytes. There's this scene where Rogue and Gambit are in a pool together, and it's awkward and weird, and then there's this fight scene. It's written well, but that's probably due to Chris Claremont's beautiful fucking writing. And then Rogue persuades Cyclops to be like a good guy when Magneto shows up and tries to kick ass again. And then Cyclops is like, oh nah, you just wanted us to be your goddamn puppet, bitch. And then he tries to laser him, but an Acolyte shoots Cyclops, despite Magneto not wanting to harm any of the fucking X-Men. He is pissed now. Chuck tries to persuade him, and yet Magneto doesn't budge. He picks Charles up, then Magneto falls. He's discorporating. I don't know what the fuck that word means. And then a plasma cannon is blasted at Asteroid M, and after a beautifully written back and forth conversation with Chuck and Magneto, Asteroid M is fucking kaput, man. And Magneto is presumed dead as hell. What shoes he got on? Nothing, really. We get another speech from Magneto in the form of narration captions, and it's so fucking good, man. The X-Men reflect on this, and that's the end of Chris Claremont's run. He came back every now and then, but it wasn't the same. It was never the same. These issues, although very wordy, it's still a great story and a wonderful way to cap off a 17-year run. It's just a shame that it did end, you know? Claremont was planning even more years worth of X-Men stories. We got to see that with an X-Men miniseries that I forgot the name of, but I don't care. Great story. As soon as my friends get here, we're gonna play Mario 64. Actually, one more thing. At the time of writing this, I would have gotten exactly 1,000 subscribers out of nowhere. Thank you all. Never in a million years would I think that I'd get like 1,000 subs. I had originally used this channel to get back the 100 that I lost with a deleted channel. To think that more than 100 people actually like my content, it warms my heart. Thank you all. After we come back from Comic-Con, we're gonna play Mario 64 together. Later. But seriously, what the hell was going on during the game's development? The camera in this game is absolute ass!
It was 1996, Nebz. Maybe you should stop playing it like it came out today.
You're right, I'm sorry. Maybe Miyamoto wasn't thinking too forward when he asked for C buttons. He should have asked for another analog stick.
Who knows? Maybe he wasn't thinking about it at the time.
Nebz, without Mario 64, we wouldn't get Mario Odyssey.
Maybe that's a good thing.
Wait, what's wrong with Mario Odyssey?
Too many moons?
I could have sworn there were other reasons as to why you don't like Odyssey.
Yeah, the purple coins.
Oh, you're right. Like, I never beat Odyssey to this day because there are too many moons. Did you hear that?
Nebz, what did you do?
I didn't do anything. It's the fucking N64 that's making weird noises. The motherfucker is glowing.
Really? Let me see. Oh no, I think I've seen this before. Nebz, you might get sucked into the video game.
What the fuck? Again? Nah! Ah! Christ. That was quite the fall. Wait a minute. Where am I? Oh, hell no. What the hell am I gonna do to get out of here? Huh? Oh, double hell no. Well, the only way to really know what's going on is if I go inside the castle.